The Balkans, a peninsula in southeastern Europe, is a region of incredible beauty and complexity. This area, often referred to as the Crossroads of Europe, is a melting pot of cultures, languages, and histories that have intertwined over centuries. From the soaring peaks of the Dinaric Alps to the sparkling waters of the Adriatic Sea, the natural beauty of the Balkans is truly breathtaking. The region's diverse geography includes lush forests, serene lakes, and rugged coastlines, each contributing to its unique charm. The Balkans is a tapestry of diverse landscapes and cultures. Traditional villages nestled in the mountains, ancient ruins, and vibrant cities all tell the story of a region rich in history and tradition. However, this beauty is often overshadowed by the region's turbulent history, marked by conflict, division, and political upheaval. The scars of past wars and political strife are still visible, reminding us of the complex and often painful history that has shaped the Balkans. Understanding why Balkan countries have a tendency to separate requires delving into this intricate history and exploring the factors that have shaped the region's identity. The historical events that have unfolded here have left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of its people. The Balkans have long been a crossroads of civilizations, a meeting point between East and West, Christianity and Islam. This unique position has fostered a rich cultural and religious diversity, but it has also been a source of contention and conflict. This strategic location has made the region a coveted prize for empires throughout history, leaving behind a legacy of shifting borders and competing influences. The remnants of these empires can still be seen in the architecture, languages, and traditions of the Balkan people. To comprehend the Balkans' propensity for fragmentation, we must first examine the historical forces that have shaped its destiny. The interplay of various empires, each leaving its mark, has created a complex mosaic of identities and allegiances. The Balkans are home to a multitude of ethnicities, languages, and religions, making it one of the most diverse regions in Europe. This diversity is a testament to the region's rich cultural heritage, but it has also been a source of tension and conflict. This diversity, while enriching, has also been a source of tension and conflict, contributing to the region's history of fragmentation. Efforts to build peace and unity continue, but the path is fraught with challenges. In the following sections, we will explore the historical, cultural, geographical, and political factors that have made it easier for Balkan countries to split apart. By understanding these elements, we can gain a deeper appreciation of the region's complexity and the resilience of its people. The Ottoman Empire, a powerful Islamic state, ruled over much of the Balkans for centuries, leaving an indelible mark on the region's culture, religion, and politics. Their influence can still be seen in the architecture, cuisine, and even the languages spoken in the region today. The Ottomans' tolerant approach to religious minorities allowed for the coexistence of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, but it also created divisions along religious lines. This coexistence was not always peaceful, as tensions occasionally flared up, but the overall policy of tolerance helped maintain a fragile balance. The Ottoman system of millets, which granted religious communities a degree of autonomy, reinforced these divisions, making it easier for different groups to maintain their distinct identities. Each millet had its own leader and was responsible for its own internal affairs, including education, religion, and justice. As the Ottoman Empire declined in the 19th century, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, a Central European power, expanded its influence into the Balkans. This expansion was driven by both strategic interest and a desire to spread their own cultural and political ideals. The Austro-Hungarians brought with them their own language, culture, and political systems, further complicating the region's already diverse tapestry. They introduced new administrative practices and sought to modernize the region, but their efforts were often met with resistance from local populations. The clash between Ottoman and Austro-Hungarian influences created new tensions and rivalries, setting the stage for future conflicts. These tensions were not just political, but also cultural, as each empire sought to impose its own way of life on the region. The collapse of both the Ottoman and Austro-Hungarian empires in the aftermath of World War I left a power vacuum in the Balkans, fueling nationalist aspirations and leading to the creation of new nation-states. These new states were often drawn along arbitrary lines, ignoring the complex ethnic and religious landscape of the region. However, the borders of these new states often fail to reflect the region's complex ethnic and religious makeup, sowing the seeds for future conflicts. The legacy of these artificial borders is still felt today, as ethnic and religious tensions continue to simmer. The legacy of these empires, with their competing influences and artificial borders, continues to cast a long shadow over the Balkans today. The region remains a mosaic of cultures, languages and religions, each with its own unique history and identity, yet all shaped by the legacies of the Ottoman and Austro-Hungarian empires. The Balkans are a mosaic of cultures, each with its own unique language, customs and traditions. From the Slavic-speaking Serbs, Croats and Bosniaks to the Albanian and Greek communities, the region is a testament to the enduring power of cultural identity. However, this diversity has also been a source of division and conflict, as different groups have competed for resources, power and recognition. Religious differences have further exacerbated tensions in the Balkans. The region is home to a mix of Orthodox Christians, Roman Catholics and Muslims, each with their own distinct beliefs and practices. Religious identity has often been intertwined with national identity, making it difficult to separate religious and political grievances. The intermingling of these identities has contributed to the region's history of religious conflict, most notably in the wars that followed the breakup of Yugoslavia in the 1990s. The legacy of these historical divisions continues to shape the Balkans today. While many people in the region embrace their multicultural heritage, others cling to narrow definitions of national and religious identity, fueling intolerance and prejudice. Overcoming these divisions is essential for building a peaceful and prosperous future for the Balkans. The Balkan Peninsula's rugged terrain, characterized by towering mountains and deep valleys, has been a defining feature of the region for centuries. These natural barriers have not only shaped the physical landscape, but also the human societies that inhabit it. The complex coastline, with its numerous inlets and peninsulas, has further contributed to the region's fragmentation. The combination of mountains and coastlines has created isolated pockets of communities, each developing its own unique culture and identity over time. The challenging geography has made communication and transportation difficult, historically limiting the movement of people and goods. This has fostered a sense of isolation and regionalism, as communities remained cut off from one another. These geographical barriers have allowed different cultural and ethnic groups to develop in relative isolation, reinforcing their distinct identities and traditions. The isolation has also meant that these groups have had limited interaction, leading to a lack of understanding and cooperation. The result is a rich tapestry of cultures and traditions, each with its own festivals, languages and customs. However, this diversity has also made it challenging to create a unified national identity. The Balkans' lack of easily navigable rivers and the presence of numerous mountain ranges have also hindered economic development and integration. Building infrastructure such as roads and railways in such a challenging terrain has been a monumental task, often requiring significant resources and time. The limited infrastructure has restricted trade and communication between different areas, contributing to the region's overall poverty and instability. The economic isolation has made it difficult for communities to prosper and develop. This lack of economic interconnectedness has made the region more susceptible to conflict, as communities compete for limited resources. The geographical realities of the Balkans have also made it easier for external powers to exert their influence, often exploiting the region's divisions for their own gain. The region's strategic location at the crossroads of Europe and Asia has made it a battleground for empires throughout history. Each power sought to control the Balkans, recognizing its importance as a gateway between continents. The geography of the Balkans has thus been both a blessing and a curse, fostering a rich diversity of cultures, while also hindering unity and making the region vulnerable to external manipulation. The interplay between geography and human history in the Balkans continues to shape the region today, as it navigates the challenges of modernity while preserving its unique cultural heritage.